Okay, guys, what's up? So since I live in Korea, because of the time zone difference, Blizzard apparently released like 4 videos. I don't know where they released it. I couldn't find it on their YouTube channel. I found their cinematics and all their cutscenes through Wowhead, so that's where I'm gonna watch it from right now. Um, gosh, they I'm so sleepy right now. I just woke up. Even my eyes are kind of like bloodshot. But I cannot wait to see these cinematics. Like 3 of them are like in-game cinematics. Um, like the ones they made through the graphics in the game, and the last one, the big one, the one everybody's talking about, is like a real cinematic. The cinematics that we usually see that come from Warcraft. Let me adjust my camera angle here for a sec. Okay, we're good. So the first one we're gonna see is war campaign finale for Azeroth. Uh, yeah. Without further ado, let's see it.
Anduin, Sylvanas' actions have threatened us all, and day by day, her power
Oh yeah,
grows.
they're
If our world is to survive,
they're
we
grouping
must
together.
strike while we still can. Meet
They
with
even have
me,
Valyra.
and we will speak.
So few.
How many can you provide?
Enough for one final assault. If that fails, we're done.
Enough for one final assault.
If we end her reign, what kind of war chief will you be?
The horde I joined was birthed in blood, tainted by corruption. The road that led to the Dark Portal was long and wide, paved with the bones of innocence. We called it the Path of Glory. That was the great lie upon which the Horde was founded. That anything we did was honorable. Thrall, Vol'jin, they were not the true heirs to Blackhand's bloody legacy. Sylvanas Windrunner is.
No. No, this is the Horde. Led by you. Someone who has
Honor. I've never known honor. They deserve more. But the Horde is doomed to be shackled by the chains of the past.
The Horde has no exclusive claim to regrets. Arthas, Dalen, the ghosts of the past haunt us as well.
We could not fill the chasm between the Horde and Alliance if we labored 1,000 years. You know this.
Then what are we fighting for?
Soldiers, on your feet!
Start breaking camp immediately!
Lord Saurfang?
Zakan, where is our home?
Orgrimmar?
Not our city. Our home.
Azeroth.
And ours?
Azeroth.
Right now, there are only 2 forces in this world that matter. One bent on harming our world.
And one that will protect her.
So, what are we doing?
Breaking the cycle.
Okay. Not gonna lie, I got a little bit of goosebumps on that last one, but wow. So they talked about a lot of things there. They talked about a lot of things there. Uh, so they're trying to find what they're really gathering to fight for. I think Blizzard is. You know what? Let's talk about it after seeing all the cinematics, shall we? Okay, so apparently, I have to watch the big final cinematic first, and then the other last two, because the other last two is, I think, the Horde is gonna split into loyalists, like Sarfang's side, and like loyalist Sylvanas side. So let's watch the cinematic first. Here we go. Oh, they're in front of Orgrimmar, aren't they? Yeah, this is another Sage of Orgrimmar. Oh yeah.
Varrock, it's time. Those who defend Orgrimmar are Horde as well. Our brothers and sisters. These warriors have sworn to fight. For you. Many lives will be lost. Or perhaps just one. Sylvanas Windrunner! I challenge Makora!
Oh. Makora.
A traitor leading traitors. Why should I accept your challenge?
You want to make me suffer. Brother, you cannot win. My old friend. You and I.
He's Sourfang. What do you mean he can't win?
Don't get to hide.
I set you on this path.
And we knew where it could lead. Walk with me. The rest of the way.
He's gonna use that to fight? Holy crap. He's a full Fury warrior now. He went from arms warrior to Fury warrior.
Let it be finished.
Oh shit.
The High Overlord falls. I trusted you. And so did they. Death comes, old soldier. And all their hope dies with you.
You cannot kill hope. You tried at Teldrassil. You failed. Hope remains. You set us to kill each other at Lordaeron. You failed. Here we stand. You just keep failing. The Horde will endure. The Horde is strong.
No way.
The Horde is nothing!
Oh, what?
yourselves as I see you. Toy soldiers in tin plate. Beasts who howl for honor, standing as one. Savor it. Nothing lasts.
Oh, can she do that? She just left the horde. Ah, Starfarer.
What do we do now?
We bring him home.
Wow, this is the first time I've seen the gates of Orgrimmar. Ooh, that. Ooh, Sylvanas shows her true colors. Why? Like, she had every right to stay. She won the Makura. But I don't know, like she used like some form of shadow power on her with her blades. Is that allowed? Anyways, moving on. Let's look at all of them first, shall we? Yeah, that I think Varrock deserved a better send off. It kind of felt like they didn't have enough money to make a more awesome battle. Anyways, moving on.
Varrock Sarfang, son of Koruk, supreme commander of the might of Kalimdor, high overlord of the Horde.
Dang it.
He led the charge against the Lich King. He defended our world from the Legion. Sarfang inspired all of us to strive for true honor, and his legacy will live on in our deeds.
When the Alliance and Horde marched on Ahn'Qiraj, it was Saurfang who valiantly commanded our combined forces. Today, his courage saved thousands of lives on both sides of the battle. His sacrifice will never be forgotten.
You have earned your warrior's death, old friend. Now, greet your son with honor and glory.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel uncomfortable with the Alliance being there. Okay. Yeah, so I'm confused. Let's look at Sylvanas' side.
Champion. I wasn't certain you made it out of Orgrimmar. If the traitors knew of your service to me, they'd have put you in irons. Or worse. Sarfang's ill-considered challenge may have ended the war prematurely, but it doesn't matter now. Countless souls have been fed to the hungering darkness. Though I cared nothing for the living, I did pity the Forsaken, for the great injustice that made them what they are. I understand the cruelty of fate better than anyone. But despite all I taught them, they stubbornly clung to hope, to life. They will learn the truth, along with all the rest. My bargain with Ajara will yet bear fruit.
Oh.
The armies of Azeroth will fight her master, and he will line their streets with corpses. In the end, he too will serve death. Enough reflection. There are preparations to be made. Nothing lasts. When next you see me, you will understand.
Okay, what? Ah. So confused. Okay, so like I've seen it one more time. I've been able to like gather my thoughts on what I think about it. Actually, Sylvanas didn't win the Makura because at the last moment she did use her powers, which is against Makura rules. Looking at you, Thrall. And they at not that the second one that we saw, the real cinematic we saw, wasn't like really good. Obviously, it's a WoW cinematic; it's incredibly good. But what they talked about in the first cinematic really intrigued me, because that's why what I think about probably like 50% of the time while I'm playing the game, because I'm really into getting myself immersed in the game, and I can't get myself to play characters like druids or shamans or anything like that for some reason, because I can't get an understanding on how you can work together, and then the moment something happens, you're fighting them again. You know, that doesn't happen. It's characteristically, it's you would have conflict. Every character in the Horde and the Alliance would have conflict. Any character that has like a shaman or a druid or a hunter, or you know, they work together, unless you're like a stereotypical rogue or a warlock who kind of has like, yeah, I'm gonna, you know, work with you guys just this once, but I'm still Horde or I'm still Alliance. Yeah, that, if you don't have that kind of mindset, it'd be really hard to keep fighting. And they talked about, you know, fighting for Azeroth, one fighting for Azeroth and one not. Obviously, the Horde, with the direction that Sylvanas was taking it, they weren't doing anything good for Azeroth, that's for sure. And I think that's like the direction where Blizzard wants to take this. I'm not sure about Thrall. They showed Thrall's face at the last part of that cinematic after Varrock and Sylvanas' fight. After Sylvanas ran off, Thrall was carrying Saurfang, and that's the last thing we saw. Thrall's face. I think his story arc is not complete yet. Like, for me, I think Thrall using his powers in the Makura, that was like the turning point. Like, he couldn't move on from that. That's the mistake that he really made. It was very much an unhonorable fight. So he's conflicted inside, and he ran away. He basically ran away, and he thought everything was okay after that. But after Vol'jin died, with Sylvanas becoming the war chief, obviously it didn't go well. Now his story arc, I think he's gonna come back. Maybe not as a war chief, but a very, very important character to the storyline probably. And I think after he regains his confidence and his honor, and you know, his shaman abilities will return with all form of epicness, probably in a cinematic. Like, he'd be like, you know, he'd be down on the grounds, but then he'll kind of get this epiphany, and he'd be able to, you know, the cliche, but really awesome. That's my predictions on the Thrall character arc there. Um, and the Khan, like he runs after Saurfang before he fights. That was really, yeah, he's a really good character. Like I liked watching him while going through the quest line, and I'm taking a look right now, and yeah, like in the last scene in the funeral where they're honoring Saurfang, I don't see Nathanos, and I don't see. I see a goblin, but I'm not. No, he's not. He's too skinny to be Gallywix. Yeah, I don't see Gallywix. I know Gallywix is all for profit, but is he really on the side of death? And like, what is another thing is what is Sylvanas actually fighting for? Like, yeah, she's fighting with the old gods, but she said again in the last cinematic that we saw that the old god will serve death. So she's going for death right now. But if you guys seen, any of you guys read the book, Before the Storm, Arthas' sister is now undead, but she sided with the Alliance. But she's like the light undead. There's like a difference, and I'm not really sure what. I'm really curious what they're going with this death concept in World of Warcraft. It's really strange with Vol'jin and Bonsomdi, and with Arthas' sister. I forgot her name. She's undead also right now, but she sided with the Alliance. The last time, at the end of that book, she was with the Alliance, or maybe not with the Alliance, but she was working on the side of light. You know, she was using the light, and she was brought back with the strength of the light. So I'm really curious where they're going with this death theme, and what they're gonna do with Sylvanas. Kind of not happy what they did with Sylvanas. I still wanted her to be a horde member. Like I don't like how they're making her into a villain. I kind of wish they, you know, moved in a different direction with her, but you know, that's my thoughts on it. Anyways, guys, we saw everything, and it was pretty good. It brought up a few things that I was thinking about. It answered a few questions, but then, you know, I have more questions now, I think, than before. Anyways, leave a comment down below if you think I missed something in the cinematics. I will be returning with another video soon, probably. On that point, so my plans for this channel is basically for World of Warcraft from now on. I love World of Warcraft. I've been playing it for 15 years now, from the beginning, since I was in middle school. And of course I love the story, and I love telling stories. So I'm going to be I'm going to be giving you guys a video on lore. It's not going to be your typical lore video. I have this idea on how I want to tell stories, and let's just see if it works, shall we? Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you like the video, please, you know, smash that like button. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, it would mean a lot to me if you did. It'll help me out a lot. Yeah, that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.